Hey everyone, welcome to another Mogul Monday video. Richard Montanez said, "I may not have a degree, but I read a book a week. People tell me that with the knowledge I have, I should have a PhD. I tell them I had a PhD since I was a kid. I was poor, hungry, and determined." This is the story of Richard Montanez and how, as a janitor, he came up with $1 million idea for Flamin Hot Cheetos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to ensure you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Chapter 1. Don't be afraid of hard work. Richard Montanez was born in Mexico, but later moved and spent his childhood in the town of Guasti, California, which is located between Ontario and Rancho Cucamonga. As a child, Montanez had a tough time adjusting to life in America. It was the 1960s, which meant civil rights reform was underway and tensions were high. As a Mexican native, Montanez didn't speak much English and found attending his local public school to be a major challenge. There were days he would cry while getting ready for school. When his mom would ask him what was wrong, he said that he dreaded going to school because he was unable to understand the teachers. He was also embarrassed by the fact that his mother would pack him a burrito for lunch while the other kids were eating more traditional meals like bologna sandwiches. Even at a young age, Richard had a gift for seizing opportunity when he'd see it. Once he was able to embrace his heritage, he started selling extra burritos his mom would pack him for lunch for a quarter apiece. Unfortunately, like many immigrant children of the time, Richard eventually dropped out of school. He was tired of the fact that he was unable to communicate with his teachers and peers. After dropping out of school, Montanez found himself working various odd jobs around town. One day, a friend told him about a job opening at a local Frito-Lay factory in the neighboring town. Little did he know, his life was about to change forever. Richard took his friend's advice, applied for the janitor job, and was hired. Believe it or not, he was only 12 years old at the time. Hard work had always been instilled in him by his family. Coming from a family of immigrants, he knew he had to put in more effort than most people in order to make a living. He vowed to be the best janitor the company ever had. His grandfather gave him words of encouragement for the job. Make sure the floor shines and make sure they know a Montanez mopped it. One day, while watching an employee training video, a certain statement stuck with him. The president of Frito-Lay, Roger Enrico, said, "We want every worker in this company to act like an owner. Make a difference. You belong to this company, so make it better." Richard would later take that statement to heart. Chapter 2. Was it fate or luck? At the time, Frito-Lay didn't offer anything other than fairly plain products. Their most ambitious products at the time were BBQ flavored. One fateful day, Richard overheard that one of the machines broke down at the factory. This particular machine was used to coat Cheetos with their signature cheesy dust. The malfunction resulted in a good amount of uncoated Cheetos left in the reject pile. Montanez was able to talk to the factory workers into letting him take home some of the uncoated Cheetos. When he got home, he coated some of the plain Cheetos with his own recipe of chili seasoning. He knew he had to show his bosses what he made, but instead of just telling them about it, he wanted to share the completed product with them. Richard got to work creating the packaging, illustration, name for its tasty treat, and of course perfecting his recipe. He got feedback from his friends and family, and they confirmed that his recipe was a hit. Now he was ready to share his hot Cheetos with the world. Richard's plan was to call up Frito-Lay's president Roger Enrico and tell him about his idea. I know what you're thinking, why would the president of a huge company take a call from a random janitor? It never crossed his mind how bold this plan actually was. As fate or luck would have it, Enrico's assistant not only took his call, but she put him through to speak with the president. Montanez told the CEO he'd heeded the call to action. He studied the company's products, identified a demand in the market, and had even created his own snack to fill the demand. Enrico loved the ingenuity. He told the janitor he'd be at the plant in 2 weeks and asked him to prepare a presentation. Moments after Montanez hung up the phone, the plant manager stormed up to him. He said, "Who let the janitor call the CEO?" recalls Montanez. He said, "You're doing this presentation." On the day of the presentation, he bought a $3 tie, black with blue and red stripes, and had his neighbor knot it for him. Montanez stepped into the boardroom and remembered thinking, here I was, a janitor presenting to some of the most highly qualified executives in America. During the presentation, one of the executives asked, how much market share do you think you can get? It hit me that I had no idea what he was talking about, or what I was doing, Montanez recalled. I was shaking, and I wanted to pass out, but I opened my arms and I said, this much market share. I didn't even know how ridiculous that looked. The room went silent as the CEO stood up and smiled. Ladies and gentlemen, do you realize we have the opportunity to go after this much market share? He said, stretching out his arms. He turned to Montanez, put that mop away, you're coming with us. Where is he now? Thanks to Richard's ambition, creativity, and resourcefulness, Flamin Hot Cheetos is now Frito-Lay's best-selling product. Cheetos, whether they're plain or hot, make almost $1 billion a year, which is just crazy. Since that fateful meeting, Montanez had held numerous positions at Frito-Lay, including Executive Vice President. He is currently the VP of Multicultural Sales for PepsiCo, where he started a scholarship program for minorities all over the country. A prime example of what you can achieve through hard work and determination. His story is an inspirational tale of courage, ingenuity, and beating the odds. Richard hopes that younger generations of minorities will see his story and be inspired to do big things in their own lives. He just might get a chance to tell his story to millions, because word has it, Eva Longoria is planning to make a movie about Richard's incredible rags to riches story. Leave us a comment below and tell us if you think the movie would be a success. Also, don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.